Hello and welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host Owen, guys. The channel that brings you your daily news, the channel that brings you transfer links, rumours, all the stories to do with Glasgow Rangers FC, as well as fantastic podcasts, live streams, and so much content, all for the grand price of absolutely nothing. So hit that sub, ring that notification bell, and give this video a like, guys. It does help out. Anyway, we're going to talk about a transfer rumour and also a possible departure. Well, possible departure from the club at the left back position. No, not Ridvan. I know Ridvan has been linked with a move back to Turkey, but Rangers obviously don't seem to want to sell Ridvan, and rightly so. He's been very impressive since he's come back into the team after his injury troubles this season. Very direct, good attacker, gets forward, very positive. Probably not as great at crossing the ball as Borna, but has, I think, a lot more to offer than Borna Barišić in terms of defending and attacking. Now, before I get to this player that we have been linked with, Archie Brown from Lausanne Sport via Derby County, I want to talk to you a little bit about Borna Barišić. Now, according to the media this morning in Scotland, Borna Barišić is on the verge of crucial talks with manager Michael Beale over his future. Now, Borna Barišić is entering the final year of his contract next season. He is out of contract in June 2024. And apparently both Borna and the club are anxious to sort out his future. Now, I think Rangers obviously have been stung by the fact that they are losing at least those 5 players, possibly more, this summer for absolutely nothing, when obviously they could have recouped a considerable amount of transfer value for the likes of Ryan Kent and Alfredo Morelos at the very least. Now, with the prospect of losing Borna Barišić for nothing next summer, the club apparently are ready to hold showdown talks to address Barisić's contract situation. Now, whether this is to obviously offer him an extension or to allow him to leave the club, which was very strongly rumoured. Now, after obviously his wife gave birth to their first child in Croatia, rumours have it that Barišić wants to return home. Now, if that is the case, then Rangers could, of course, accrue a bit of finance for Barišić from one of those clubs, or at least a return to the European mainland could also be on the cards for Barišić. As yet, I don't have any firm news as to whether these contract talks are over an extension or over a departure. But certainly it seems that things are moving on the Borna Barišić front, and Rangers are anxious, obviously, to make sure that they do not face a situation like this summer where players are allowed to leave for nothing. Well, if Barišić does leave, and there seems to be a chance that could happen, and also even if he doesn't, Rangers appear to, well, according to a number of media sources this morning, linked with a young left back from Lausanne Sport. Now, he's not super Swiss, he is in fact English, but it's not just Rangers apparently who are interested in this left back. Apparently that lot from across the city are also checking out this young man. This is the player in question. His name is Archie Brown. He's 20 years old. He's from Birmingham in England. He's 6'3", and he's a defender. Now, he's got a very tall, a good height, good physical build, a good physical, strong left back. He currently plays for Lausanne Sport in the Swiss Super League. He did, however, start his youth career with Derby County in England and came up through their youth system. He, however, departed Derby at the start of the 2021 season due to the lack of first-team opportunities and obviously Derby's dire financial situation. In 2021, he joined Lausanne Sport. Now, in his time with Lausanne Sport, he has made 37 appearances and scored 4 goals. He also played for Team Vor under 21s, making 4 appearances and scoring 1 goal in his run-up to actually starting for Lausanne Sport. Now, in terms of Archie Brown. Brown is someone who can play a number of different positions. Now, Brown is very much in that mold, that hybrid player that Michael Beale has talked about being very interested in. Beale has talked about wanting players to come in who can play in a number of different positions, and Archie Brown is that type of player. He can play at centre-back, both right-sided centre-back and, very interestingly, left-sided centre-back, due to the fact that he is naturally left-footed. Now, given the rumours that Ben Davies may well be sold by the club this summer, with Stoke City reportedly interested in the young Rangers centre-back, this could be an interesting purchase, a left-sided centre-back. Now, he can also play left midfield as well as left-back and left wing-back. So he is definitely that hybrid-type player that Michael Beale wants to bring in to the football club. In terms of more stats to do with Archie Brown, well, like I said, this season in the Challenge League, he has made 33 appearances for Lausanne Sport, scored 5 goals, had 4 assists, so 9 contributions from left-back in 33 appearances. 7 yellow cards, sent off once. 91% of their starting 11s he has participated in this season and has played 88% of Lausanne Sport's minutes. He's also had a 16% goal participation record as well during his time at Lausanne. Now, most of what I can find out is through stats and through reading. I can't find a great deal of tape on the boy. I don't think the Swiss league is overly covered very much across Europe. So it's definitely an interesting link this morning. And given the fact, obviously, that Archie Brown obviously has come through a youth system of a team like Derby, who have produced some fine young players over the years, you know, his pedigree is not to be doubted. So Archie Brown, you know, a player, like I said, who is being linked with both Glasgow clubs now. Obviously, Rangers will have to make sure that they get their work done, get their deal done early, which seems to be what Michael Beale is trying to do over this offseason, build this team again, to rebuild this team and get the players in as quickly as possible so he can bed them in, ready obviously for the start of next season and the Champions League qualifiers. So could Archie Brown be a player that we bring in? It looks like he is definitely one on Rangers' list. Well, guys, let me know what you think in the comments of this young man and the link to Rangers. And also, what do you think we should do with Borna Barišić? Let me know in the comments below. Once again, guys, thank you so much for choosing to watch Glasgow Rangers Nation. Victoria and I are absolutely blown away by your support and all your fantastic comments. We love to read your comments and we always try and get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you for watching Glasgow Rangers Nation. I've been your host, Owen. As always, guys, I'll be back very soon to speak to you here on the channel, here on Glasgow Rangers Nation. And always remember, guys, we are the people.